What's going on, guys? It's your boy Lars. So today we have a 7th anniversary wish list video, and I'm here with.
Oh, what's up? It's your boy Dark. We're back with another collab, as always.
Yes, sir. We got more coming in the future. So we're doing a wish list video, as I said in the earlier. So we have four categories here. Starting from the bottom, needs a buff, part one and part two. So part one and part two is going to be the same. Me and Dark are going to pick one LF each for both parts and one 1% spark in each. And for the part three, we're going to be doing one ultra each. And then for needs a buff, we're going to have two characters each that for we want as a buff. Starting off, so let's get into it. Needs a buff for the first character. My first pick is going to be Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. I think this guy is definitely deserving of plat. Of course, I think Ultra is also deserving. But UI Goku, I think he does very well against Daima. He would do very well against Daima simply because, guess what? You need to switch with Daima. You lock someone in like Ku, you're going to have a very rough day. Um, the no switching draws an ultimate. Great cover null. Of course, UI Gauge. Of course, VB would put a stop to this guy. Um, but yeah, I think UI Goku is definitely deserving of that plat equip status.
Um, for me, my pick was Ultra Hit, getting his unique plat equipment introduction into the 7th anniversary, along with our headlining units that we think. I think Ultra Hit at this point is a very, very bad unit. He came out, was one of the first characters to release in 2022. The same year that, MVP 17 came out. And yeah, I really think he needs the help. And, it's one of my favorite characters. So I would love to see him get one.
Yeah, okay, moving on. So my second character is gonna be Revival UI Sign Goku. This guy being a revival unit, he has uncancelable cover null on his main ability for I think 30 counts. The problem with UI Goku, on release was he did not do a lot of damage on his like strikes and his blast cards. He did a lot of good blue card damage, and that was his whole goal. So I think a plat equipment, just because they can mess around with the different ratios for cover null, maybe add a disrupt, and the big one, the damage inflicted. I think this guy needs a bit of damage inflicted to be somewhat viable, but having that revival makes him good. He's on Sun Family God Key, and I think Universe Rep needs a good Rising Rush protection unit.
For me, my pick was Go Frieza. I think that this character, upon release, after they buffed him during the 5th anniversary, I believe, they were insanely broken, insanely stupid for very many months. I think there is a lot of PTSD behind this unit, so I understand that some people would not like to see this, but they're very deserving of it, and they are horrible at this point. So they definitely need one, even if people refuse to admit the fact. I do think that these guys do deserve one, and I would rather see them get it sooner than later because coming down the line, if we get rid of it now, we won't have to see them ever again.
Yeah, go freeze it, dope. Definitely some PTSD there. Um, Moving on. So we're gonna go on to part one now. So my first character for the part one is gonna be a transforming Goku into UI. I'm thinking base form Goku into UI against Kefla. One of the better fights in the tournament power. Different in the manga, but we're going with the anime version. I love this fight. The way he just goes into UI Goku when he's on his last knees against Kefla. Super, super amazing. And then when he does the jump Kamehameha, I think they could do something cool with that where he just flips over the character in the LF. Cool. Transforming UI Goku. Who wouldn't want a transforming UI Goku? And for my sparking is base form Kefla. I was gonna go with Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, but this is just bias. I think the base form Kefla looks very, very cool. She has some dope moves, and maybe something with endurance would be really good. Some second life mechanic. Just so cool gimmicks. Maybe support that could help out the Universe Rep team as it's definitely needed. Yeah, I think those are my picks.
For me, I think my pick is God Goku in Hit Tag LF unit. This is like one of my favorite moments from the Tournament of Power. I really like Goku and I really like God Goku. And this moment was definitely one of the most memorable moments for me. Very, very nostalgic for me. I remember back in 2015 when this was airing. I remember sitting there on my floor watching it. I was like 8 years old and I was just yelling with them. It was this it's a hype moment and I'm very biased towards it and I would love to see this as a character. I feel like during the fifth anniversary is when like you could start to see this this being possible. I've been wanting this every single year since 2023. So I mean, I need this in the game, and I would love to see it during the seventh anniversary. And then coming in at the 1% sparking, I have Jiren, base form Jiren specifically. This is the only other character you could put onto this banner and have it make sense. Jiren was who fought against God Goku and hit and completely whooped their asses, but that's besides the point. I would love to see that as 1% sparking.
Yeah, 1% Sparking Jiren. We got Tag Goku and Hit, Sparking Kefla, and the Transforming UI Goku. Dope, dope lineup for part one. Definitely a cool Universe Rep lineup. Moving on, part two. So my first pick is going to be the mini Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I just wanted another mini character, and I think, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is actually a dope form. I actually love his mini form. Just the aura, the animation. Daima looks super, super polished, and we saw like how they cooked with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Those level animations would go amazingly well with a Super Saiyan 3 Daima Goku. And for my 1% Sparking Degasu, honestly, just biased opinion, I think he just looks dope. Don't know really too much to put here, so I decided to put Degasu. So that's my lineup for part two. I think we're probably gonna get some diamond characters. So yeah, that's my wish list for part two.
For me, I went ahead and went with my biased opinion on this. I went with LF Lightning Glorio when he attacked Super Saiyan Goku in the fight between him and Goku. One of the more hype moments for me during the show. And then for the 1% sparking, I've got Tamagami number one. My favorite Tamagami character out of all of them, also probably arguably the strongest. I love these two characters in Daima. They're my two favorite new characters introduced in Dragon Ball, which would be Glorio and Tamagami 1. And then close third is Degasu, but you know, we already have that boy on there, so we don't need him again. I think that these two characters is just something at this point that I just want to see whenever a big celebration will come around and they're still not in the game. I'm gonna say it for Legends Festival. I'm gonna say it for next year's anniversary until they're in the game. I really want these characters, and I don't know how much more I need to express that.
Yeah, dope lineup. So we got Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku, Sparking Degasu, LF Lightning Glorio, and a Sparking Tamagami number one. Very dope lineup for part two, and honestly, very possible. I'm gonna be honest, Daima, very possible for part two. Okay, moving on. We have part three. Of course, we all know the ultras. So my pick for an ultra for the part three, Sword of Hope Trunks. Sword of Home Trunks is so dope. He's one of my favorite characters. Of course, you can argue like undeserved power up, but I do not care. This guy's aura and everything about him with his sword. I think they could do some dope stuff with just him slashing people with the sword. The ultra animation. Maybe do something a little different from the LF. Of course, add that slice up. But just something cool about him. I think this guy would be so good with Future being buffed, Hybrid Saiyans, Vegeta Clan. Yeah, Sword of Hope Trunks. I really want them to cook with the ultimate something. Just give him something with that sword. Please have him just attack with it with his strike animations. Do something cool with the cover change, like where he blocks it with the sword. Yeah, that would be dope. So that's my pick for my ultra.
For me, for the Ultra, I went with is I know a lot of people want this in the game. I really want a GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's kind of crazy that they iterate GT now. But yeah, I think this character is deserving of an ultra. Very hype moment for GT. GT didn't really have a lot of hype moments, so this one kind of shines out. Um, I just what do I even say for this? I think that this character is arguably one of the characters that I would put above, like an Ultra Goma or like I would say that this is like one of two characters that needs an ultra immediately. Like this character, there should be no way that we're going to the seventh anniversary and we don't get Ultra Goku coming out of seventh anniversary. He needs to be in the game and he needs to get in now. Um, the other thing I was going to say is for his ultimate, I would love to see a rework of the full power Super Saiyan 4 Green Zenkai Goku. I would love to see a revamped ultimate on this Ultra Goku. And yeah, that's all I got for him.
Yeah, pretty dope lineup for the Ultras. We have Sword of Hope Trunks. Again, I want to reiterate, please, please do something with his sword. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku, pretty dope. Full power would be so dope. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. That was our wish list. I just want to say thank to Dark for coming out and doing this video with me. Do you have anything to say?
Always. Yeah, I just want to go to let you guys know that we will be doing more collabs in the future. We've got a prediction video coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. And there are always going to be more after that.
Yeah, thank you, Dark. And yes, we do have some more collabs, of course. So we're gonna do our summons together for part one, maybe part two, definitely part three. And yeah, the prediction video is coming out in the near future. Hope you guys enjoy this video. It's been your boy Darts, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.